right. Thanks, everybody. Well, it's good to be here. I'm visiting from Minnesota. Woo! I thought I'd escape the snow, but that didn't work out. So let's see here. I moved to Minnesota because I have an affinity for passive-aggressive people, and my favorite color is white. That is for the snow and ice, ironically. But my name is Atul, but I'm thinking of trying to make it sound more impressive, like they do on Lord of the Rings. So I'd be Atul, son of Harilal, principal renter and defender of Willow Tree Apartments, 248, City of Minneapolis, State of Minnesota, United States of America. Whatever. But I used to be an entrepreneur, but I had to fire myself because I wasn't managing my time well. So then I was self-unemployed, which wasn't good. And then to pay the bills, I got a day job in marketing, but I wasn't getting enough applause in my day job. So that's why I started doing stand-up comedy, and I still don't get a lot of applause. But, when you come across somebody you haven't seen in a while, why is it like people say, "You look great"? It should be, something less superficial. It should be like, "You still seem to have a nice personality and pleasant demeanor so far," right? That would be more appropriate. And, gun violence has gotten really bad, even in Minneapolis. So I live on the 3rd floor, so I don't get hit by stray bullets. And since they say most people are shot by people they know, I try not to know people who own guns. That's worked pretty well so far. But dating is rough these days. I keep running into women that have tinnitus. It's not the ear thing. They all think they're 10s. And I think it's contagious. Just a warning to you guys. And I don't get these women who say they want to be friends first. I'd be okay with friends with benefits first. And in fact, I think it'd be good to get the benefits out of the way first. And I'd still be good for it to become friends later. I think that's a good plan. But I'm a big Black Lives Matter supporter. But I find it ironic how a lot of BLM supporters don't have black friends. So I'm going to create an app called BFF, Black Friend Finder. So that way they can all find black friends and keep it real. It's a big problem in Minnesota. We don't have enough black people to have friends. Here it's not a problem, apparently. I have at least 2, just so you know. But I was raised Hindu and I have this problem. Jesus loves me, but I don't love Jesus. And I'm not sure how to tell him. I can't pray. But I do like Jesus. I think he's a pretty cool guy, and it's pretty nice that we share the same complexion. That's kind of cool. And I've traveled quite a bit. I've realized that the whiter a city is, the better of a dancer people there think I am. So in New York City, I'm a beginner, unfortunately. In Cleveland, where I grew up, I'm advanced. And in Minneapolis, I'm an instructor. And I talked to my psychic the other day, and I found out that my aura is on the spectrum. It's ultraviolet because most women don't see me. That's for the nerds out there. Let's see. But there are certain questions that guys shouldn't ask women, like her age or her weight. Well, there should be questions that women shouldn't ask guys, like how tall he is, or how much money he makes, or do you love me? Or the worst one is like, what are you thinking? Right? We don't want that question. But I don't want to get married because there are no songs about getting married. Sure, there's plenty of songs about falling in love or wanting to marry somebody, but there's no song like, "Oh baby, you mow the lawn with such straight lines," or "I love the way you iron my shirts." There's nothing like that. But some people think I look like a terrorist, especially out there. But I can't be a terrorist because, I want to advance in my career, and successful suicide bombers never get promoted. True story. And, when it comes to being brown, it does have its privileges because I never have to date a white supremacist because they're never interested in me to begin with. White people have to date them like 2 or 3 times before they realize they're dating a white supremacist. All right, thanks everybody.